Well, in that case, you cannot feed the thing. As the beast stalks closer, you see a dull crimson fire glowing at the core of its soulless eyes. It tenses its sinewy muscles, and a dozen steely claws extends like flick knives from its forepaw. It is preparing to attack. You have sensed you must act quickly to defend yourself, for the beast is now set to pounce. Do you wish to use your bow?
Yeah.
Yes.
We might as well press that advantage.
Swiftly you draw an arrow to your bow and take aim at the beast's snout. The creature narrows its evil eyes and begins to sway from side to side. It is as if it senses the danger that your missile poses, and is trying to reduce its chance of being struck. Give me a roll die and add 5 for having grand weapon mastery with bow.
And what?
5.
Oh, 13 then.
Your arrow bursts itself deeply into the creature's throat and brings it crashing to the ground. Howling with pain, it rises unsteadily and looks at you with eyes that blaze like 2 fiery suns. It has suffered a near-fatal wound, yet to sense it still possesses strength enough to rend you limb from limb. You draw another arrow to your bow, but the sight is enough to break the creature's nerve, and with a final shriek it scrams away up the ramp. You watch it disappear through the archway before you shoulder your bow and turn your attention to the portal. You are anxious to re-examine its surface and find a way to open it. Using your advanced Kai skills, you are able to decipher enough of the runic text to discover the secret code which keeps it secure. Confidently, you press a section of the surface, and it moves inwards with an audible clunk. Moments later, the portal creaks open, and you hurry through before it slams shut with a resounding boom. The moment you pass through the portal, you are assailed by an overwhelming odor of decay. The wild stench of putrefaction has been ever present since you landed upon the shores of this unwholesome realm, but the reek that occupies this chamber you have now entered is immeasurably worse. Your innate Magna discipline of Nexus protects you from the harmful effects of this diseased odor, yet even so you feel nauseous and heavy-headed. You lose 1 endurance point.
So it's so bad not even our strongest protective spell, if you will, is enough to shield us.
That's how bad it smells in here, yes.
Oh
Wow,
damn.
that's a big stink.
Yep. The walls drip with a yellow slime that radiates a dim fluorescence, which you can see an open archway in the far wall.
Oh, that sort of explains it.
Eager to escape from this stench-filled chamber, you enter an explored tunnel which lies beyond the archway. Unfortunately, the stench is no better here. In fact, the further you explore this twisting passageway, the worse it becomes. Yet you press on regardless, allowing your instincts and your Kai sense to guide you to the source of the alien power that lies somewhere within this foul lair. The tunnel continues for more than a mile, descending deeper by ramp and stair until it arrives at a vast circular chamber. Here you discover a huge door fashioned from a strange shimmering green metal. Runes adorn its carved panels, mirroring those that are engraved in a large circle in the center of the stone floor. The circular hall is chilling familiar, although you are sure that you have never been here before. Then a cold shiver runs down your spine when suddenly you recall where it was that you saw a chamber and rooms uncannily similar to these. It was in Mokaruth, in the antechamber to Archdruid Kadak's throne hall. You magnify your vision and focus on the runes that decorate the floor. They are similar to those you encountered on the portal to this subterranean labyrinth when first you entered, and you feel your pulse quicken when slowly you are able to decipher part of the meaning. Ye who seek entry into the hall of the Cunei, renounce all falsehood and trickery, for thou art transparent beneath our gaze. Pay homage to the lords of decay, lest thy soul be devoured by the insatiable horde of Nemagok. Place gold within the circle for thy wish to be fulfilled, base metal without for thy fate to be sealed. With great caution you cross the floor of the chamber and examine the engraved surface of the portal. After a gentle push confirms that the door is locked. You were hoping that the runes which cause this great metal portal will reveal how it can be opened, but to your dismay they merely catalogue, in sickening detail, the evil accomplishments of the Cunei. Then you discover 3 small slots, one circular, one square, and one triangular in shape. From the runic inscription on the floor, you suspect that the portal may be opened by using a piece of gold. Taking a gold crown from your belt pouch, you carefully examine the 3 slots, using your Kai senses to help you choose which one you should place your coin. Oh, fortunately, you can only detect the powerful magical energy that's present in the core of this portal. Do you wish to insert your gold coin in the circular slot, the square slot, or the triangular slot?
Ooh.
The text box said insert gold inside of the circle, was it? And outside to see if you paid, if I remember correctly.
Well, a plate is usually circular in shape, but I don't know how much that will help. I really do not know this. This feels like some kind of lethal game of... Nah, never mind. But yeah, I say the circular shape.
Sure.
You press the gold crown into the circular slot and hear it fall into a hollow near the base of the door. Then there's a sudden crackle of electrical power, and with a grating squeal, the great portal slowly swings open. Erase 1 gold crown. That's the first time in a long time you paid for anything.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh.
The portal opens in a vaulted corridor lined with wall paintings that exude a crude aura of evil. This procession of gaudy murals depict nightmare scenes, diseased creatures, alien landscapes blighted with pestilence, hosts of larvae writhing in awful triumph over the goodly forces of Kai and Ashir. This macabre celebration of decay fills you with revulsion, yet it pales in comparison to the sight awaiting you at the corridor's end. Beyond the corridor lies a vast chamber, rough-hewn from the bedrock of this rotting land. The decomposing carcass of a giant reptile rests here upon a floor, which shimmers in the eerie yellow half-light. Bile rises in your throat when suddenly you realize why the floor is shimmering. It is carpeted with a seething sea of maggots.
Oh.
Gagging with fear and nausea, you snatch your cloak to your mouth and steady yourself against the pillar as you survey this ghastly hall. Mounted upon the broken back of the great reptilian carcass are 2 throne-like chairs carved from black wood. Between and below them, lying deep within the creature's exposed ribcage, is a dark semicircular shadow that resembles the entrance to a cave. Drawing upon your magnified discipline of divination, you scan the hall and quickly determine that it all is not what it seems. You detect the presence of 3 powerful entities protected by spells of illusion and invisibility. You feel sure that 2 of them are the Qunei, the rulers of this hellish domain, but the third eludes you. Its aura feels oddly familiar, yet you cannot readily determine its location or identity. Suddenly, you fathom the identity of the third spirit occupying this hall. It is Kadak, Archdruid of the Cinerese, sworn enemy of the Kai and all who ally themselves to the cause of good. His body was destroyed on Magnemon 5 years ago, but his spirit survives here, in this reeking hall, bound in eternal servitude to the Lords of Decay. Your heart pounds as you witness a swirling, ghostly, gossamer shape arise from the hollow ribcage of the carcass and snake towards you like vampiric mist. As it draws closer, you hear the chilling voice of Kadak invade your mind. From beyond death, the powers of decay grants me revenge, you lone wolf. Do you use Kai screen?
Yes.
Yes.
The swirling spirit of Kadak condenses and shapes itself into a column of flickering light. It now resembles a large candle flame, but one that radiates an icy coldness. Within this chill flame, you see Kadak's evil eye glowing hypnotically. You draw on your psychic defenses to shield yourself from an imminent attack, and moments later you feel pulses of energy bombarding the wall that you have erected around your mind. You sense that your speedy and successful defense has greatly weakened your old enemy. You're about to turn the tail while launching a counterattack when suddenly you hear something quite unexpected. "Spare me and forgive me, lone wolf," pleads Kadak's plaintive voice in mind. "I renounce my evil past. Forgive me so that death may free my soul from the slavery of evil. Grant me this salvation and I shall help you escape from the realm of the Qunei." The host of maggots which counts the floor of this foul hall suddenly recedes like an ebb tide. As they retreat, a glowing ring is revealed lying on the slime-smeared ground. "Take the ring, lone wolf. Take the ring and grant me your forgiveness. With the ring, the way is clear for you to leave this hall through the tunnel of the worm." Beyond the flame-like spirit of Kadak, you can see the rotting ribcage of the carcass. The semicircular shadow that occupies it is now pulsating with a warm amber light. Do you agree with his terms, or do you refuse to forgive the spirit of Kadak and, not pick up the ring?
What was it Kadak did?
He was the Archdruid, the evil Archdruid.
He created many of those monsters, including the incredibly stupid-looking exposed jawbone mole thing.
Well, sure we can give him that.
Well, our character is sort of reminiscent of a paladin, and paladins are known to forgive even their worst enemies, if I'm not mistaken.
And when
we could really, and Lone Wolf really need to score some points for not being a complete asshole. Just really glad.
Yeah.
So you agree to forgive the spirit of Kadak and pick up the ring.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
The very instant you touch the ring, it transforms into the mouth of a huge scaly worm. Your whole hand and form disappears into its fang-filled maw, and before you can save yourself, it snaps shut its powerful jaws. Red-hot agony engulfs your arm and sears your senses. Instantly you pull away, and to your horror you fall backward with blood spilling freely from your severed limb. Kadak's malicious laughter fills your ears as, in a swirl of pain and confusion, you feel the numbing chill of shock begin to fill you with deadly lethargy. Seated upon the two throne-like seats which adorns the great carcass appears the ghastly forms of the Cunei, the Lords of Decay. Their braying laughter echoes Kadak's vicious howl. They are clearly delighted by his use of base trickery to defeat you. Tragically, this awful sound is the last that you will ever hear. You allowed yourself to be deceived by the spirit of the Archdruid, and you have
Didn't we have the ability to regenerate lost limbs?
And you have paid the ultimate price. In a moment of sheer terror, the Cunei foes with terrible powers of disease and decay, and turn them upon you, consigning you swiftly to oblivion. Yes, but then these two apparently caused flesh to dust upon you. Sadly, your life and your quest end in the dreaded Hall of the Cunei.
So that was the what? 40th time I died?
Let us have a look.
Premotad died by disintegration.
Death by disintegration. Let me see.
That's basically what they did to us, right?
Well, they caused every imaginable disease that you had once and you rotted into nothing, so yeah, I guess.
The disintegration by disease and rot.
Ay. We have
Alright.
been working on this for over an hour. Could we stop for tonight?
Easily. Hey,
Alright, and just to give you the number, that would be the 38th time we've died.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
But yeah, this is a fitting place to end.
Yeah, with us going.
So yeah. So, boys and girls, have we learned a valuable lesson today? Never forgive people! This has
At
been
least
today's moral.
Yeah, at least people who seems to also be lacking any morals.
So, this has been Eric Cobra.
And Rana Naraja.
And Warlord 1?
And give an ear.
And this has been Let's Play Lone Wolf Blind. See you all around.
See you around, folks.
See ya!
Bye bye.